This is the North End. This is the North End.
What is up, North End? Welcome. We are at Opera Bob's. We're here with Manchester City, Toronto, and we're going to watch the big, is it a title decider? We'll have to see. Manchester City versus Arsenal. Let's go! So I'm here with Bridget and Nav. They're actually part of the supporters club here. What are your roles? Like, give us a bit of a heads up of the roles.
I help to organize a lot of the social media content that we put out, help to recruit some new members along with Nav here.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Nav?
yeah. So I basically manage Instagram, Twitter. Then I do like match day posters. So whatever game is coming, we put out the timing and everything, and then we post it. And other than that, like record videos and make some stories and all that. So keep engaged.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Are you expecting a big turnout today?
We are expecting a big turnout today. In fact, the club's grown so quickly over the last couple of years, and even on the weekday matches now, we're seeing the bar get fuller and fuller to the point where today we're actually restricting it to members only until kickoff because we're anticipating we might even reach capacity. So you can see the people out here waiting to hopefully be let in.
And the North End just invaded on the busiest day so far. So tell us, is it getting boring yet?
Sorry, can you say it again?
Is it getting boring, these titles, wins, all this stuff?
Yeah, I think for the other teams, just seeing City win it again and again and again. But we had our fair share of being in like lower divisions and all that stuff. So I think I'm a new fan, so like a decade old. But there are like some people who are like fans in Manchester who are fans since they're born. So it's a good thing for them. But yeah, there are other trophies to win. So like we are not yet bored because still we want to win the Champions League as well.
Fair enough. So Bridget, confident about today?
I'm very confident about today. City has been on a bit of a winning streak lately. Arsenal's in a bit of a slump, so never overconfident. Obviously, we're all still very nervous. We want to pull out a big win today, but Holland's looking great and the rest of his team as well, so can't wait to see how it goes.
What do you think today?
Yeah, I'm confident as well because Arsenal has not won at Etihad for so long, and then we are on a as Bridget mentioned, we are on a good streak, and compared to them like coming from 3 back-to-back draws, so like the momentum is with us, and I just looked at the team sheet, so the lineup is great, all the informed players are there, so yeah, confident about it.
Yeah, I think the fact that it's at the Etihad as well, I feel if it was at the Emirates there would be a bit more of a chance, but yeah, I kind of feel like at this point you should be feeling confident.
Emirates as well, so.
Sorry?
We thrashed them 3-0 at Emirates, but yeah, like I think momentum and especially this end of the season, City becomes like kind of beast, so they go on like winning runs, like long winning runs, so business end, make it count.
Yeah, and the energy at the Etihad Stadium is like unmatched. Nav and I have both been over there for a match together, and as part of our supporters club, we actually have access to tickets for our members, and we love to see members of the Toronto club over there at the Etihad.
So Bridget, tell us where we are in Toronto and also how the people can find your supporters club.
Sure. So we're at Opera Bob's Public House just at the corner of Dundas Street West in Ossington. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Like I said, always recruiting new members. The club's growing really quickly, but we love to see new and old members, new and old supporters alike.
I see it going one way. Man City are going to step in. They're going to take care of them. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I'm seeing 2-0. They've been there before. They've done it plenty of times. They've got an experienced team. They handled them in the first game, showed the experience. I don't think this is going to end well for Arsenal. I hope I'm wrong. What do you think?
I think usually the first goal counts so much, but I actually think that Man City are still going to be super chill about it.
Yeah.
So for me, I actually think that Arsenal can score too early and wake City up. I almost feel like, I know this never plays out this way. We said the same thing when my team, Liverpool, were playing Real Madrid. It was like, don't score too early and stay in the game. I almost feel like if Arsenal score first too early, City might get awoken, and that might end up really working against them.
If City score early enough in the first 20 minutes, do you see Arsenal coming back? I don't.
No. No. I do think Arsenal have shown some fight, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. I think obviously the game against Southampton, playing the bottom team, they're bound to get a load of stick.
Yeah.
But they did show a lot of heart in
Yeah.
that game as well. But this is a totally different beast.
This is their whole season on the line, and I think it'll come down to mentality. And I just don't think that Arsenal are at the City don't have a pulse in games like this.
Yeah.
They said this is muscle memory.
Yeah.
We're ready. We're not even rattled.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just see them controlling the game.
Yeah.
And I see a 2-0 and Arsenal just not even getting a foothold. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Is what I see.
Yeah. I see a 3-0, to be honest
Yeah,
with you. It was
exactly.
3-0 at the Emirates, so I feel it'll be
But are you
3-0
like me?
tonight.
Do you want to be wrong?
Yeah, to be honest, it's got to the point now where so a conversation for
Yeah,
another time. Yes,
yeah.
I don't necessarily want the same team to keep winning the league, but yeah, I feel like it's let's just go in. Let's
It's just
do
the
this.
way I
It's
see
game
it.
time now.
Let's do it. Beauty. That was good.
I mean, I think everybody thought Partey was just getting in his way.
Oh, I don't know, man. How is the check complete?
How are they trying to protect the ball? Just wasn't when he gets his leg across.
Come on!
What a goal.
Look at the space they're giving KDB.
What a through ball. Domination.
It's what they did last game. They sat back and let them do whatever they wanted. It's absolutely they're playing cowardly in my opinion. They came onto the game and they're playing it like they had already lost. What a delivery. What a delivery. Yeah, he's off.
Yo, folks, welcome back to the North End. Manchester City 2, Arsenal 0. What do you think, Connie?
Standard. Everything I thought was going to happen. City are up for it. Coming out guns a-blazing. Kevin De Bruyne taking the game by the scruff of the neck. But more importantly, Arsenal haven't looked remotely up for this in any way. They've shown no courage. And this is what I said was going to happen. They're not up for it. City are. They've been there before. Not an Arsenal fan. Definitely not a City. If I'm an Arsenal fan right now, I'm disappointed. And it's nowhere near good enough.
Yeah, I mean, the only surprise is that it's not 3-4, 5-0.
Yeah.
This game should be out of Arsenal's reach at the moment. They are still somewhat in it. We know what 2-0s can be like. But to Connie's point, Mikel Arteta is going to have to prove his coin now as a coach, as a manager. He's going to have to rile them up because City were toying with them just then. Elite performance by KDB. Haaland was very good as well. How do you see the second half going?
Well, before we get into the second, I will say, late VAR decision, that 2-0 goal will hurt them psychologically. It's a couple minutes before halftime. They're going in thinking we're one down. It looked offside. Goal was given. Beautiful header by John Stones. That hurts them going into the second half. But if you're Arteta, you have to say, hey, 2-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, don't care. Get out there second half, throw everything you have, play with some courage, play without fear. They need it. First half was, I'm not sure it's City were up for it, they were brilliant, or Arsenal were terrible, maybe both, but you expect something from Arsenal in the second half.
Yeah, I totally agree. The thing is, it's all about gears, right? Like how can they do it?
Yeah.
Can they do it? It's one thing saying it, right? But the problem is, Man City don't let you play. They don't let you have the ball,
No.
right? They dominate possession. There was a stat at one point early on as well where it was saying Arsenal, actually had 60-something% of the ball. And then literally 5 minutes later it had reversed and it never stopped. Good performances from Grealish, good performances from Bernardo. But to me, it's KDB and Haaland. They're just toying with them.
They've been there before. They're doing what they do, and we'll see. Let's see if Arsenal show up in the second half. Full time, 4-1, going in 2-0 at halftime. Men versus boys. Azaz, what do you make of it?
Exactly as we expected, to be honest. We had a fucking right laugh, though, to be honest. These guys and their songs are amazing. When it comes to the game, like Connie said, men versus boys. Haaland, De Bruyne, they're bringing on Phil Foden with 80-something minutes gone. Stupid.
Anyone who expected any other outcome, and it's no offense to Arsenal fans, this was on the cards all day today. This has been on the cards for a week. I don't like it. This is what this team does. They win. They win Premier League after Premier League, and they played a club that just hasn't been ready. And, credit to City all day.
You know what's...
So start a revolution from my bed.
Azaz, title over?
You know what's funny about that is Arsenal are still top of the league. Still top of the league by 2 points.
That wasn't the question.
Yeah.
Title over? Title deciding game today?
Title done, yeah.
Title over. Will Arsenal just crumble after this?
I'm hoping not, because those are not my allegiances. We need Arsenal to beat Newcastle. But yeah, I can see the fold coming. They're not gonna be caught, and they're not gonna catch City now.
We've been saying it all season, and here we are, City again.
Okay, let's say bye before we do this. Thanks for joining us today.
We appreciate it.
It's been epic. Title decided.
As Paul would say, like and subscribe.
They bottled it.
This is the North End. This is the North End.